Well, good afternoon. I'm Missoula Mayor John Engen, and it is the 3rd of June, 2020. Missoula Chief of Police Jason White and I wanted to spend a little time with you this afternoon, updating you on how national trends are affecting Missoula, Montana, what our plans and reactions are, and what we know today. First, want to acknowledge the pain and outrage that many people around the country and certainly in Missoula are feeling with regard to the death at the hands of a Minneapolis police officer of an African American man. We find that to be appalling, and we also believe that that sort of systemic violence and racism needs to come to an end in our country. But today we're in the business of ensuring that folks who are peacefully demonstrating can exercise their First Amendment rights and participate in this democracy that we love, in hopes that the world can change and be better for all of us. Chief White, would you mind sharing with folks what you know? There have been a number of more than a number of rumors spread through social media, causing some of our residents to be a little bit worried about violence and rioting and some of what we've seen in the rest of the country. And would you sort of please spend some time talking about the intelligence that you've been able to gather?
Yeah, thank you, Mayor. So the police department has been aware for the last several days regarding some information of potential outside agitators coming into Missoula and infiltrating our peaceful demonstrations that we're having here in Missoula to possibly cause some chaos. So we've been aware of that for several days now. We've been working with our local, state, and federal law enforcement partners to track down information that's validated to figure out what is going on. And we didn't want to come out too soon with information until we could truly validate what is going on and the potential impact to Missoula. And I'm happy to report that as of today, we have no credible intelligence that that is true. We firmly believe that it has been rumor and speculation in working with law enforcement agencies in the areas where these outside agitators were coming from, supposedly in those posts. We've been working with those law enforcement agencies, and they are not providing us any information that validates that those agitators are within their community, let alone coming to Missoula. So I just want to put some people's minds at ease to know that that is, at this point in time, simply not true.
That's great, Chief. We really appreciate that. And folks, if you're paying attention to social media, be skeptical. If we know something, we are going to let you know, and we will have a variety of ways of doing that, not the least of which is a quick look at the City of Missoula's website, where we will post any significant change that you all should be concerned about. We'll reach out and we'll make sure that you're aware. So Chief, you and I have talked over the last several days about planning in the event that we do have some unwelcome agitation. I just want the folks we serve to know that those plans are in place. We don't need to talk in depth about them, but would you just mind putting folks' minds at ease in terms of our planning and preparation?
Absolutely. So for the peaceful demonstrations, we 100% support people's First Amendment rights to have their voices heard. And we will do everything we can to facilitate that. That's our job as a police department. If we do have some outside agitators that come in, we are prepared. We have developed operations plans. They've been briefed to the officers. We've looked at our equipment. We have prepared our equipment. We've prepared our officers to go out and protect the city and maintain safety here in the city for everyone here.
Thanks, Chief. So we have a long history of peaceful demonstration here at the City of Missoula, and we believe that legacy is something to be proud of and something that we will work hard to ensure lasts into the future. These are difficult times, and people need to make their voices heard in the ways that they deem appropriate. The thing to remember here is that your rights extend to the point that they violate someone else's. So the word of the day here in Missoula is peace and peaceful, despite our anger, despite our frustration. And please know that I have the utmost faith in Chief White and the women and men of the Missoula Police Department. They are well trained, they are compassionate, they are on your side. Chief, anything we're missing?
I just want people to know that, I know that sometimes you're going to have a counter view yelled at you, and just please know that to remain calm, to remain level-headed. Not everyone's unfortunately going to agree with everyone on any issue, let alone something that's this emotionally charged. And our hope is to allow people to express their emotion, to express their frustration, to express their anger in a constructive way, so that their voice is heard, and we don't end up in an unnecessarily confrontational situation between two people within the community, let alone it gets to a point that the police department needs to intervene. We just would like people to remain calm and let their message be heard for what the message is and what the message isn't about.
Yeah, common courtesy can be tough to come by these days, and we need to work really hard to practice that. Folks are under a lot of stress, and we understand that, which is why we need to double down on our respect for one another. With that, as always, if you find that you are in a situation where you feel uncomfortable, unsafe, please dial 911. That is the best way to get a response to whatever it is that is causing you discomfort at the time. And we will do our best to be on the scene and assist in the most appropriate way, depending on the circumstance. Chief, thank you very much. Appreciate all that you're doing. Appreciate the outreach that you've done in the community to date to make folks, particularly folks in protected classes, feel protected and listened to and seen. I'm grateful for that and all you do, and I'm grateful to our citizens as well. Any parting words, Jason?
Just be safe, please. Look out for one another and take care of one another out there. I think that's, that care and compassion is what we need most right now. And if we're doing that for one another, we will get through this, and we will make whatever changes need to be made in our society in order to address some of these issues that are being brought forward.
Thank you very much, Chief. Thank you all, and we will see you soon. Be safe. Take care.